Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, the offseason is getting a little bit crazier. We have some absolutely massive news coming out of the LCS. Obviously, the recent rumors have been a lot about 100 Thieves, a lot about Fnatic. Mid lane has been the talk of this offseason. 100 Thieves has made some big moves. They went out, they got rid of Ziggs, they brought in Reaper. People were really hyped up and excited for that. Just a little while ago, it was announced that Someday has got his green card as well, which that turns Someday into a resident player, which frees up an import slot for 100 Thieves. You know, they have Closer as an import, and they had Someday, but now if Someday's a resident, they just have Closer, and they can go out and do whatever they want, and obviously that's going to make people focus on the mid lane, and that's where they had been, because this past season, a big problem in the mid lane for 100 Thieves had been Ryoma and Damonte not really being good enough to get the job done, not being good enough for 100 Thieves to crack that top 3 in the LCS to potentially get a world slot in summer. But 100 Thieves has obviously gone out and done something about that right away. They announced Someday's green card about an hour ago, and now they have announced their new mid laner, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, if you guys have not already, please take a second and smash that like button. I would appreciate it so much. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. Show us some love for bringing you guys the latest and greatest news, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content so you guys don't miss out on anything we got going on in the near future. There's tons of huge stories breaking right now, so you guys don't want to miss out on anything. With that being said, let's get right into this. 100 Thieves Esports. This is 9 minutes ago, boys. We're right on top of the news. We're getting you the latest and greatest. 100 Thieves Esports. We see Papa Smithy's face. We know it's going to be a big announcement. They tweeted out, welcome ABBEDAGGE to 100 Thieves as our starting LCS mid laner for the 2021 summer split. So, like I said, this was so crazy. This was so unexpected. This is not a rumor that we had heard from anyone. You know, I've been reaching out to people, DMs, people are hitting me up on Twitter all the time. I've been trying to get you guys the latest rumors, and we've heard Niski to 100 Thieves. We've heard maybe Niski's out at Fnatic and what they're going to be doing. We heard ABBEDAGGE potentially could be on the move as well, but it seems like he might be going to Fnatic. But, you know, some of the puzzle pieces were there. It just seems like they were maybe in the wrong places, because obviously ABBEDAGGE is leaving Schalke and headed to 100 Thieves, and this is such a big story for so many different reasons. One, this definitely makes me wonder what's happening with the Schalke roster. Is the Schalke roster going to blow up? Because, you know, we've heard about some of the financial problems for the Schalke organization. Maybe they want to sell off some of their players, get some money while they still can, and that would be very interesting, because obviously they just finished 4th, I believe, in the LEC after the playoffs, and they have some talented players. If they do decide to start blowing up this roster, maybe they do it now, maybe they wait till the offseason, but Broken Blade would be a hot commodity between both LCS and LEC teams. I think Fnatic could potentially be in the market for a new top laner. Gilius, I don't think he had the best split this last year, but, you know, he could find a spot. And then also Limit, I think, would be a very hot commodity on the market, but again, with the LCS and LEC. So they have some talented players. They are a talented team. Are they blowing up? Are they going to explode this? What's going to happen? And then also, what are they going to do in the mid lane now? Who's going to be the new Schalke mid laner? I assume they'd be going cheap, or maybe they're going to sell off their spot and a new org's going to come in and do whatever they want. So it'll be interesting. European regional mid laners are obviously going to be in the conversation. Maybe they go out and get somebody more experienced. And then also another big European LEC question is, what's happening with Niski? Is Niski staying at Fnatic now? Is he going to be on the move? Is he going somewhere different? Is Fnatic still wanting to get rid of him? And who becomes Fnatic's new mid laner? Obviously, if it's not going to be ABBEDAGGE, you know, I don't really know, and I'm going to be very curious and interested to find out, because mid lane is obviously a very high profile position. These are big name players. These are big name organizations. 100 Thieves, Fnatic, Schalke, massive organizations making some moves. So these are obviously very big stories. And then obviously the biggest part here is ABBEDAGGE going over to 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves, for a while, their biggest need has been a mid laner. And ABBEDAGGE, while I do not think he had the best spring split for Fnatic, I do not think he was a beast by any means. I had him rated maybe the 4th or 5th best mid laner in the LEC, but the LEC is loaded. You know, you got Humanoid, Larson, Caps. There's some big name guys. Niski's in that conversation. ABBEDAGGE is in that conversation as well. But ABBEDAGGE is definitely a massive upgrade over Damonte, a massive upgrade over Ryoma. Will it be enough for them to crack that top 3? Does this make them better than TSM with ABBEDAGGE and Reaper now? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Can they compete with Team Liquid? Can they compete with Cloud9 now? I don't know. Things got a lot more interesting. But I do want to hear what Papa Smithy has to say. So we'll watch this little like 49-second clip real quick, see what he has to say, and then we can talk about some more stuff a little bit too.
Hey everyone, Papa Smithy here, and today I'm so excited to share with you the new starting LCS mid laner 100 Thieves in the summer season. So everybody out there, join me in welcoming to the team ABBEDAGGE is. Okay, calm down. One take. Don't worry about it. ABBEDAGGE.
This is not what I was expecting this video was
Yep,
gonna be. I have not watched
bada
this yet.
boom. Okay, Felix, help me out here. How do you say your damn name?
It's ABBEDAGGE.
Oh, cool. Everyone, please welcome
ABBEDAGGE.
the team.
Those stone jerseys look so sick, boys. That's why I picked that one up. Hey, me and ABBEDAGGE got the connection there. He's already changed his Twitter bio to mid for 100 Thieves, as you can see over here. But yes, this is absolutely crazy. For LCS fans, for 100 Thieves fans, what you can kind of expect here, we can actually take a look at some of the stats and things he's done previously. I think a big reason why 100 Thieves is interested in him is obviously his champion pool, his play style. You can see in the spring, these were the champions he played. He plays really everything. You know, obviously he plays different things at different levels, but he is more of that traditional style mid laner. He is more of that control mage type. He can play the other champions for sure, but in the spring split, you'll see his most played was Orianna. He was 3-1 on this pick. He is a beast at Orianna, an 8.67 KDA, and that's something that 100 Thieves needs desperately. You know, Damonte, Ryoma, they have not been able to go toe-to-toe with the top LCS mid laners on control mages, on the standard picks, on the most meta picks, and I think that's been to their detriment, to their downfall a lot. So ABBEDAGGE, whatever you think about him, however good or bad you think he is, I think his play style is going to fit in with this 100 Thieves roster a lot more, because they were trying to play the roaming style with Damonte in the mid lane, and that worked for a time. You know, they have big carries in Someday and FBI, obviously, but it does seem like they want Someday to be more of that weak side facilitative guy, and Someday is damn good at that. So if they have more of a carry threat in the mid lane, I think that really could work out for this team better. ABBEDAGGE also just has a bigger champion pool than guys like Ryoma or Damonte, and he's going to walk into the LCS and be very, very good. You know, I don't think he was amazing in the LEC, like I said, this past split, but I still think he's going to be really, really good in the LCS. I think he's a guy who absolutely can compete with Power of Evil and Jensen for like that second best mid laner in the LCS spot. On his best day, you know, if ABBEDAGGE shows up, he is absolutely as good as Jensen and Power of Evil. Now, maybe Jensen and Power of Evil are a little bit more consistent. Maybe you think they're a little bit better still, but ABBEDAGGE is going to be in that conversation. And 100 Thieves is going to be in that top 3 conversation now as well. I think the LCS today with this move got a lot more interesting, a lot more exciting, and the Worlds race that was before looking like 3 teams, you know, 100 Thieves was kind of distant behind the top 3. TSM kind of smoked them in the playoffs. Again, is a lot more interesting now. Again, he plays a little bit of everything. He got Orianna, Azir, Ryze, Victor, Corki, Silas, Zoe. You know, he can play the 80 carries like the Lucian, the Trist. Back in 2020, here's kind of what his champion pool looked like as well. Azir, Cassio, Victor, LeBlanc. So there is everything here. He's got the Rumble. He does have a big champion pool. Again, maybe you think he's better or worse at certain picks. The big split for him last year was this summer split. You know, he did have a very, very good showing, especially during the Schalke Miracle run. That was when ABBEDAGGE was showing up more often than maybe even we usually see. He had a lot of good games, a lot of good scores. What stands out to me here is the 12.67 KDA on Azir. He was a real beast at Corki in that split. Had a pretty good split on Zoe as well. So this will be a lot of what I think 100 Thieves is looking for, and a lot of what I think 100 Thieves needs. So I think it's a great move. I think it makes a ton of sense. Again, ABBEDAGGE getting to go over to a big organization, probably make a lot of money. That's the other thing, is that his contract was going to be expiring at the end of summer split. So I wonder, I mean, I assume he's getting a contract extension, but I wonder how much he's going to be getting paid, what his new contract's going to look like with 100 Thieves. Also, obviously, Schalke getting some kind of buyout for him, but there was only 1 split left on that contract, so I wouldn't assume the buyout is going to be too big or too crazy. But yeah, absolutely massive story. Very, very unexpected, but I think I am very excited about it. I was excited about 100 Thieves just looking for a new mid laner in general. If it was Niski, I think that was going to be fine, but honestly, comparing ABBEDAGGE to Niski, especially in this team, in this scenario, I do think ABBEDAGGE is going to be a better pickup. I do think he kind of fits what this team is looking for and needs maybe a little bit better. Whether you think ABBEDAGGE or Niski's necessarily better, they play different styles, they have different champion pools, and I don't think either one of them looked amazing in spring. But yeah, exciting time to be an LCS fan, exciting time to be a 100 Thieves fan. Again, if you're a European or an LEC fan or whatever, it does suck to maybe see another player leaving, another player gone, but it does open up a really, really big opportunity for another new mid laner over on Schalke, or potentially a new organization to come in, because that is also obviously on on the table, so we will have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, this is crazy. I can't believe no one was really talking about this. And yes, I think 100 Thieves fans should be very, very excited. I think they are really going to like ABBEDAGGE. I'm definitely curious to see what kind of level we're going to see him play at. And then obviously the questions and conversations and stuff will come up of comparing the LEC to the LCS and saying he should look way, way better in the LCS and everything. But honestly, this last split in the LEC, they went young with a lot of different mid laners, and the mid lane talent pool over in the LEC was maybe not what it has always been. So obviously they did this move. They went out, spent the money, got Reaper, got Abba, and they're Worlds is on their mind. LCS finals, LCS titles are on their mind. And I actually really, really like what 100 Thieves is doing. But we've seen 100 Thieves make some big moves in the past. And whether it's poor management, poor coaching, whatever, things haven't really always worked out. But at least they are being proactive. I mean, that's always a great sign as a 100 Thieves fan. Being a fan of a team that's willing to go out, make a big move, make a big splash, spend a bunch of money. And yeah, things are getting really, really interesting. If I'm TSM, if I'm Team Liquid, I'm maybe a little nervous. I'm, maybe sweating a little bit. It's going to make me want to grind harder, want to prepare more, want to be more ready to go for the split. But things are getting interesting, guys. The offseason is here. More big stories I'm sure are coming on the way, but today the biggest story out of the LCS, ABBEDAGGE to 100 Thieves. We get some answers. We still have a lot more questions left to answer, though. So that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so, so much. Really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this move? Do you think this is a good pickup for 100 Thieves? Should they have gone with Niski? Should they have gone with somebody else? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!